watch the moon all the time thinking about you.
I watched the moon tonight and it was red. I wanna live together till we dead. I tell myself that I can change. Remind myself to not complain. But our love is not the same. But our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now and I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the trying. Not the same, but our love is not the same. Our feelings change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now and I ain't. Lost myself and then I made my bedroom. Sitting back thinking got too much headroom. Thinking about my relationships that didn't even last. What I didn't get out of them, I swear that I'm tryna get it up about you. You let me go and now I feel so light blue. I'm by myself and I'm just staring at the red moon. The red, change like seasons. You tell me that you leave on. You go right now, then I ain't breathe on. She's on my mind all the time. I must be blind, I can't even read the signs. She said stop crying and get used to the try.
Baby, I can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. Know you need to dance. Move around to the strings and laugh. Baby girl, you so fine. If you're down, we can meet some time. Need to dance. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Baby, I can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. Know you need to dance. Move around to the strings and laugh. Baby girl, you so fine. If you're down, we can meet some time. Need to dance. Oh, tell me what there's left for me to say today. Baby, I can't believe you're mine. Loosen up, better read the signs. I know that I'm around this time. Know you need to dance. Move around to the strings and laugh. Baby girl, you so fine. If you're down, we can meet some time.
Applying badges to your favorite My Team cards can help future-proof their value in your lineup and propel your team to win those close games.
It's easy to do. Edit any eligible player and choose add or upgrade badges. When you've got a player you really enjoy using, or one you just want to improve at a particular skill, this is a quick way to do it.
Yeah, I like it when I can keep somebody I've enjoyed playing with and just make them a little bit better. From the Edit Player menu, use the left.
Coming up next, from Golden One Center in California's capital city, Sacramento, the Spurs taking on the Kings. For the Spurs, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Kings, Spurs, coming up next on 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And the starting group for the Spurs. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Fox is out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Sacramento, Monk on the wing, he's paired with DeRozan. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. And it's Hampton at the 1 spot. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
A nice shot by Zohan.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Johnson down low. Zohan the pass to Fox. Johnson against DeRozan. On the wing, MP. Monk outside. A 3 ball. Johnson with the rebound. And the Spurs with possession. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
And so here's Sacramento after the basket by San Antonio. Hampton kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama against MP. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
So it's the Spurs now. The Spurs come into this one following a loss to the Lakers.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nope. Nobody rotating, and not a lot of help.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Kings have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Rosen dishes to Hampton. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
The Kings trail by 8 to the paint. Back to Murray. Outside to Rosen. He dishes it to Hampton. On the wing to Rosen. Covered by Johnson. Good defense by Wembanyama.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Murray after the basket by San Antonio.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Outside to Rosen. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. They shoot again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group on the... On the court for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. And it's Johnson in at the 3. Now Paul. After the missed 3 from Hampton, they get it again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Wembanyama is a massive player, which comes in handy on that backcourt.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Now here's Murray. 9 points last game.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
That's a 2 from Paul. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. We talk about guys. Whose value exceeds the numbers. Oh, that's Jay Crowder.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin, that an understanding and an awareness of self in terms of what you contribute sometimes is the most important part of being a role player. And Jay Crowder has done that throughout his career. He brings a toughness to the floor that helps other players settle into their role because they know Jay is willing to take something like that on. So making sure you have a great self-awareness of what you can contribute. Jay Crowder has defined that for himself throughout his career.
Here's Hampton following the basket by Chris Paul. Kicks it out to MP. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sabonis has got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now the pass to Sohan. Johnson can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 3. To the middle. It's stolen by Johnson. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. You gotta know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Ball passes to Wembanyama. And the shot goes in. That's 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now a timeout. Called by Sacramento.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Miles checked in for Sacramento. San Antonio making a switch here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Castle, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Now Johnson, after the missed three from Hampton, here's Castle. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
The Kings trail by 5. Inside. And there's Levine on the assist by Hampton. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Bassi, the pass to Mamu Kalishvili. Outside, Fox. Fox is double. 6 to shoot. Spurs working the ball around now. He gets it in there. Castle's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Miles passes to Hampton. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to MP. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Kings shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That one is off. San Antonio making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. 9 seconds left now here in the second. Fox from outside. Offensive rebound.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
Been aggressive to block shots, but also avoiding fouls. That's a heavy presence inside.
The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk on the wing, he's paired with DeRozan. And it's Hampton at the guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Outside, Fox. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
He was all alone on that one. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
Sohan finds Fox. And the 3 ball is good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest 3-pointer you can imagine.
Murray right side. Back to MP. Just 4 to shoot. On for 3. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Pass to Wembanyama. Sochan with the ball. Outside, Fox. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer on the way. Rebound by the Kings. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency in a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus. But this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kyle comes in for Sabonis, and Levine subbed in for Keegan Murray.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
DeRozan, that's good.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
San Antonio trailing here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Sochan, the pass to Paul. Another shot. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. MP outside. 3 on the clock. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
This one for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. As the season starts to take shape, there is no better time to check in and see how the rookie race is looking. Some first-year players making big impressions early on in the season, and we'll monitor them to see who will be in prime position to take home the Rookie of the Year award. Well, you look at him. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
That is no small achievement, even early on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
All sorts of time, and that one's good. Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili, he has got his first points of the night. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. The lead is 2. Moravia passes to Hampton. Shot clock reset for Sacramento.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Ball against MP. Ball passes to Bassey, and he makes that one. Bassey's got 6.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Sacramento moving it around. Vassell against Ellis. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Hampton kicks to Levine. Kicks it out to MP. From outside the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hampton's got the lead up to 5 now for Sacramento.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
That's a 2 from Paul, and the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Kings lead by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Substituting checked in for the Spurs. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Outside for Murray.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Shot from the wing. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And there's a calm and focus to Murray's game. Even against good defense, he just goes about his business.
San Antonio. Calls timeout. They're down by 6. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And Castle is subbed in for Fox. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. They'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shots along.
Hampton dishes to Murray. Back to MP. It's rebounded by Paul. San Antonio's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. A 3 from Wembanyama. They get it back. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're leading by 4. There's 40. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's the steal. Levine against Johnson. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And that's an intentional foul. Timeout called by the Kings.
Personal foul.
They're up by 4. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Timeout.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this
Team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Hampton. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Hey fans, put your hands together for your 916 Crew Dance Team.
27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, and do you see Chris Paul sweating right now? I don't.
And Chris Paul picks up a foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Chris Paul. Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
Laces one from 3.
3 points.
Fox stepping up in the clutch here.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
At the line for 2, Hampton.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. A shot by Hampton with no one around. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So it's Sacramento picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along.
Baby, I can't believe you're mine.